I was not expecting to match so perfectly with the tree with this outfit, but we're here anyway, so let's go. What's up, everyone? It's your boy, Tony Mendoza at the Heart of the Gulch, and I'm super excited to give you guys my top 5 favorite interviews of 2024. Let's check out the episode. Okay, before I give you guys my top 5 interviews of 2024, I got to show y'all this. This is the signatures of every guest that stopped by the Heart of the Gulch in 2024. And I want to say thank you so much to every artist, every influencer, every business that stopped by this year and allowing me to tell your story. And also, most importantly, thank you to every single person out there watching the Heart of the Gulch YouTube show at some point this year. You guys doubled up these views. Thank you so much for giving me your ears and your time. Now, not going to waste your time. Let's get straight into it. Coming in at number 5 is none other than Morgan Huelsman, the digital director of the Bobby Bones Show. Now, believe it or not, this interview was filmed in 2023, going on almost 2 years ago, but we didn't film the day in the life until the top of 2024. Shout out to Morgan. I think it was such an amazing interview, such an amazing personality. I feel like we had such good chemistry when we were having a conversation. And not only that, this was the first release of 2024, and it was the highest performing video of 2024. So shout out to the team behind Morgan who's supporting her, because thank you guys for watching the video. I loved learning about her story, and she is just an amazing personality that has her own podcast going on right now. So check out a little clip of that right here. So Morgan, I am very interested to know where the connection came from for you being Morgan number 2 at the Bobby Bones Show.
There was a job opening for a similar but a little bit bigger role in Nashville. I saw it on our iHeart website and I was like, I'm gonna apply for that. And so I had some times that I was working with them, but never super closely. And then the role of digital director opened on the Bobby Bones Show, and it just was the right timing. And so for 2 weeks, I sat in on the Bobby Bones Show, and basically it was like a test each other out thing. Like, how does she fit with everybody? I was and still am the youngest on our show. And so my insight as being the youngest started to play a role on air a little bit here and there. And we had another Morgan, who was our executive producer. And so I was told I can't be just Morgan. And I pitched out some different names, like some of my middle names. And I pitched out different ideas. They're like, no, we're going to go with Morgan number 2. And I was like, okay.
All right. Now coming in at number 4 is none other than Lauren Bennett. Shout out to Lauren, who goes to my gym, always putting up weight, always making things look effortless in the gym. But the story is very important. I know it's going to influence a lot of people, because you don't need to look a certain way, feel a certain way before you get into the gym. I love Lauren's story. She says she breaks it down from what she eats to how her routines are to the motivation behind going into social media full time. It was such an amazing story that so many people are going to learn from this conversation. And man, it was one of my favorite interviews of the year, because we got to touch on so many topics, not only gym related, but the mental side as well. Shout out to Lauren for killing it in the gym every day. We go at the same time, so it's kind of funny. Now, check out a little bit of that right here.
For anyone listening that's struggling with being consistent, after you get past those 90 days, let's say it's your goal to go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week, and you stick to that every single week, and then the 90-day mark comes, it's going to be really hard to break that habit, because now it's a part of your lifestyle. And to me, I actually made a post about this recently, but the physical pain that your body goes through when you're lifting, and then in turn, the correlation, how you deal with hard things in life mentally. So going through adversities in life, going through hardships, going through emotional pain, you become better and stronger going through those things in your life because you lift weights. Isn't that crazy? There's actually a high correlation between that.
All right. Before I crack into my top 3 favorite interviews of 2024. You guys know what you got to do. Give us a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you like the content that we provide. And of course, every episode will be located in the description box below for you to check out. Now, coming in at number 3 is my boy, Sammy Ariaga. Man, we're to talk about Sammy, man. Shout out to this interview because it was so fun. Sammy is an amazing person. We both have that Latino roots within us. It's been amazing to watch him grow, not only in social media, but in music, bridging cultures together from speaking Spanish and having Spanish rendition of cover songs, also creating his own music, which is absolutely phenomenal. And just bridging the gaps together between country music and Spanish speaking culture. It is such a fun interview. We dive deep into it, dive deep into his roots, his family life, and also just talk about upcoming projects. Shout out to you, Sammy, for absolutely killing it in 2024. Check out a little clip of it right here.
You know, one of the main reasons why I moved to Nashville in the first place is because my dad, you know, initially told me that, son, if you're going to move to Nashville, you might as well do something that no one else is. And the fact that you're Hispanic, you know, I don't really see many Hispanics singing in country music. It's not common, like you said, to see a Hispanic country artist, right? Thanks to tools like social media, it's allowing artists like myself that are doing things independently. I'm basically just using the tools that are given to me, TikTok, Reels, YouTube, you name it. And I'm just thankful that my content is cutting through by simply being myself and representing my roots, showcasing that, you know, I could also sing, write, and perform in my native language, Spanish.
Okay, cracking into my top 2, my second favorite interview of 2024 is none other than Bob Mueller. Shout out to you, Bob. Thank you so much for coming on my program. And what I love about this interview is not only do we touch on his upbringing and him falling in love with being a local anchor and becoming now a legendary anchor. We talk about, you know, the struggles within Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, whether it's from a cultural standpoint, weather standpoint, because weather is something that happens here a lot, all the way down to the presidents that he'd worked with, to the new election, to all different types of topics were talked about in this episode. If you love history, you're going to absolutely love Bob Mueller's episode. And thank you so much, Bob, for letting me tell your story. Check out a little clip of that interview right here.
I try not to read. I try to tell you a story when I'm talking. So when the words are there, but I'm looking at the camera. I'm seeing a viewer out there, and I'm just telling the story as I read these stories. And, you know, if I stumble on a word, it doesn't matter because I'm trying to communicate a feeling and a positive nature and a accuracy and trueness. So I don't want to just read the words as they come through. I want to be able to tell you this is an emotional story. I want you to see it in my face. I want you to see it in my interactions. You know, this is a happy story. This is something that doesn't happen all the time. Those things, I think, are important in how I deliver the news.
Before I give you my number 1 top spot for favorite interview of 2024 here in the heart of the Gulch, I have an honorable mention. And this honorable mention belongs to none other than Hattie B's, Nick Bishop Jr., co-owner of Hattie B's. Man, where do I start? Thank you guys so much for allowing me to tell your story, but more importantly, making me feel like family when I went to the factory in Franklin for your newest location, talking about breakfast, serving up breakfast. Man, your team was absolutely incredible. When you look behind the scenes, I actually didn't put up any of that backdrop. That was Nick Bishop Jr.'s team setting it up for me. Thank you guys so much for taking that time and going the extra effort to making me feel special about interviewing Hattie B's, because Hattie B's is a super pinch me moment for here in the heart of the Gulch. You couldn't tell me 2 years ago that I was going to talk to the owner of the legendary Hattie B's Hot Chicken. Man, what an amazing opportunity. Check out a little bit of this interview right here. You already talked about Austin.
Yeah.
Florida's, and where else do you see Hattie B's growing, that expansion?
You know, I want to keep it special. That's the stuff I wrestle with, is like, how do you continue to grow and have a bigger footprint, but still stay special and true to like the things that matter. And so we've got another one in Dallas coming. Texas is going to be a big deal for us. I mean, Houston really is a city that I've wanted to be in since the beginning, and we've continued to look in. I think that'll be one of the next ones. And you talk about like this mash of cultures and diversity, like this Cajun barbecue. You know, like there's so much cool. There's so many cool food ways down there that we just really love and appreciate, and it's got some grit to it. I love that about Houston.
Okay, my number one, my favorite interview of 2024 has got to be Emily Ann Roberts. Man, when Emily came in the door, her personality was shining. Not only her personality, she just had fun with the interview. And that's what I love here in the heart of the Gulch. Not only is she so well known, played the Grand Ole Opry, performing all over the state of Tennessee and the country, man, she's just a down-to-earth person. And thank you so much to the team allowing me to interview Emily Ann Roberts. We talk everything about her latest album at the time, Can't Hide Country, and so much more that we talk about. But more importantly, my favorite part of this episode is when we talk about Hillary Duff. Check out this little clip right here.
Oh, I love Lizzie McGuire. I was raised on Lizzie McGuire. Actually, I literally stood in an empty arena on the last show that I played on the Blake tour and had a little jam session with This Is What Dreams Are Made Of.
You know, it's funny you say that, actually, because, you know, right to your right side, you got some sunglasses.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you if you could put these on real quick.
Okay.
I'm going to do the same.
Oh, gosh.
And, you know, I'm excited because I've never sang with someone that has been on The Voice.
Are we about to sing together?
Oh, stop it now. Come on now. Now, let me do it. Have you ever seen such a beautiful night?
Oh, my gosh. I hope I remember the words. I can only thank the stars for shining so bright.
Yes, ma'am. When I see you smiling, I go,
oh.
there is only one thing. I can't remember it.
The thing is,
Hey now, this is what dreams are made of. Come on, give it to me.
hey now, this is what dreams are made
Finish it up here.
of. I got somewhere I belong. I got somebody to love. This is what dreams are made of.
All right, we need an applause for that because that is something else right there.
Okay.
You know-
well, how did you? I needed to brush up on my Lizzie McGuire, but that was pretty fun.
All right, well, that was my top 5 favorite interviews of 2024. Let me know in the comments below if you guys like my list or what's your favorite list of 2024 interviews that I did here in the heart of the Gulch. Let me know. But more importantly, guys, thank you so much for allowing me to provide you guys with content. This isn't easy to do what we do, but guess what? I do it for you. Thank you so much to everyone that watched in 2024, 2025. I cannot wait to show you guys what we got cooking up here in the heart of the Gulch. Happy New Year, and I will see you guys in 2025. See y'all later.